Hey, what's going on? Nikki Surreal here. Thanks a lot for joining the channel, you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm really trying harder to, stay more consistent, reliable. So I really appreciate you hanging in there with me. And if you're new to watching, do me a favor, click like and subscribe. Help me grow. It really makes a difference. Now, on to what I want to talk about. So I have a few subjects, and they've been itching at me for a while now. But I think what I want to start with is and it's going towards the ladies, my ladies, my ladies, my ladies. I just want us to do better. I just want us to all thrive. And I'm seeing some mindsets that are extremely problematic, and I feel like they're misdirected. I feel like somehow it's gone off course, and I would just like to offer my perspective just to see if it might make a little bit more sense to you and help you be more successful in whatever your endeavors are. So, here we go. Keep an open mind. Now, who I am personally, I am someone who truly and honestly believes in true love, unconditional love, which means I can love you even though you have done some horrible things. My love for you changes, but I don't stop loving you. But I'm that type of person. I'm also the type of person that I try very hard to understand the other person's perspective, even if it's not going to do in my favor. Even if it's going to break my relationship up, I still want to understand their perspective because they're valid too. It's their experience. You can't make someone love you the way that you want. They all have their ways, and you have to respect those things out of people. And it doesn't necessarily make them the enemy or the bad guy. You just weren't the one for them, and it's okay. Clearly they weren't the one for you either. It's a mutual thing. But I've noticed that a lot of women who, and I'm sorry, ladies, you're not qualifying for the things that you're asking for. But I've noticed that you're expecting men who are over 6 feet tall and you're 5'2". I've noticed that you're expecting men to have six-figure salaries when we live in an area where the median income doesn't even hit 50K. So that means majority of people you're going to run into are not going to come anywhere near your expectations. So number one, that tells me that you think you're so special that a very small group of population where you live are going to totally bypass the people or the women on their level to come and get you, who isn't on his level. I'd like to fix that part. Secondly, even if we were to accommodate someone with those high standards that we set that we have not quite reached for ourselves, you have to think about things. If you're really wanting this relationship to last, to be of anything substantial for you, what are you going to bring to that relationship that's going to maintain that relationship? I can promise you that funky little attitude's not going to keep any person of any salary range. And if you have children, like I have children from other people, 2 minor age children left, and their dad's not really ideal. So if a man's going to come and take me in, and I'm not going to require him to have a 6-figure salary because I'm not making a 6-figure salary. What I am going to require him to do is be a good male figure, not a father. They have one. But I do need him to be a good male example. They do need to see that their mother is being loved correctly. They do need to see what providing, protecting is. They do need to see what good teamwork is. And for that, that'll definitely be his requirement. So that also lowers the dating pool down for me, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with it because my kids come first. So ladies, you just have to kind of take an inventory of yourself. There are some things that you're just not going to be top pick for someone of that high of a standard, because you see, especially if you're someone with little kids, a lot of times those men with those high-end salaries, they like to travel a lot. Doesn't necessarily mean they want to be stuck on an airplane with your screaming toddler or have to worry about going to Disneyland as the only trip they can take for the next 18 years type of thing. Not everyone was a built-in stepdad. So you limit yourself and availability for who's going to be out there for you once again. And then we're also not taking into consideration when we're basing what we want from people off of how they look. How we look is extremely short term. No matter how many surgeries you get, you're eventually going to morph into something not recognizable, just to be polite. So why are we not focusing on more concrete things? Why are we so afraid to dig in and dig deep? We wanted to be so happy with feminism. You know, let's get careers, let's be out here and start businesses. But then all of a sudden we want to shift to the men and act like, no, you have to take care of us. You have to do it all. No, we can still work and have our money, but you're going to take care of us. There's no benefit to the man in that. Where's the benefit to the man? Vagina? Honey, they can pay for vagina. Good vagina, too. Disease-free, good vagina, and it's problem-free. A lot of men are going out of the country now. Do you know that? Have you researched this yet? You should. Especially if you're a woman with these types of expectations. These men are going out of the country to find their women. Because their women don't act like American women. So I'm just saying, believe in the hype. You know, I love rap music just as much as the next. I made a video about it yesterday. But that's for entertainment. That's not a reflection of your real life, sweetheart. If you're in that tax bracket, if that's what you make, then absolutely that is what you should be expecting of someone. But if you're anything less than that, excuse me, I feel like you should be worried about who has a mindset that's going to match your mindset to make sure that you get to that point. Why are you guys afraid to build together? Especially if you're a young person. Why are you expecting to have it off top? Like, you're watching too much TV. This is real life. And you didn't come out of the world as a trust fund baby. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to find a niche. You're going to have to find a career. And it's okay to find a partner that doesn't quite have everything together, but has all the right ingredients to get there. Sometimes all we need is the right person by our side to push us, to motivate us, to support us. That's it. Those relationships also tend to last a whole lot longer, tend to be a whole lot happier and a whole lot more loyal, because it was a teamwork made the dream work type of situation, instead of this, let me latch on to you like an adopted child or leech on society, and then show you absolutely no gratitude for all that you do for me. Come on, ladies, let's think about things. Let's be more resourceful. And let's just be more accountable of why we're making certain choices. And it's okay to want those things, but it's okay to also build up to those things. We have to take the time to build ourselves up instead of worrying about making a man do it. Especially if we're unwilling to be submissive, if we're unwilling to be led, if we're unwilling to listen. You gotta think those things through. All right, that's all I got. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, like, subscribe, please. Thank you. Help me grow. I appreciate it.